What's going on, guys? Civil Wilson Bunches here, back with another ranking video for y'all today. And as for today's video, I'm going to do what no one has done this 2015, and that is to rank all the 10 Best Picture nominations. As again, the Oscar review very recently, and the Best Picture nominations, and I've been doing this since 2017, where basically I would do a video where basically I would take all the films that I would nominate and rank them and how I feel about them. And again, 10 more this year, honestly, so there's a lot to talk about, some nominations and some less to talk about, but yeah. But again, that's all 2020, I don't have much to say, honestly. As always, just my personal opinion. I will look in the news down in the comment section, so yeah, let's get started with number 10. And oh my god, this might be, of all the time I've been covering the Oscars, all the time I've been doing these rankings, this might be the worst Best Picture nomination I have ever seen. The worst has always been films that I would say weren't bad, but films that I say I appreciate more than I actually enjoy and can never see myself watching again. And films that I probably would expect to get a lot of nominations, but I would never see myself come back to very often, or films I just don't really enjoy that much. But I'm not considering them bad by any means. This might be the first instance where this was downright bad. And that film is Emilia Perez. Like, how in the living world did this film get a Best Picture nomination? What? I'm sorry, I am just incredibly baffled. Like, I don't see any reason in particular to why this film got 13 nominations. Yeah, you hear me right? 13 friggin' nominations. And you tell I'm a very positive person, and I usually don't get upset about stuff, but it's like, how? Was there any particular reason? Was it the story? Was it the... I really don't know, honestly, because... yeah, this is... yeah, I'm gonna go that way. Emilia Perez is not a good movie at all. In fact, it's kind of bad. Like I said, probably the worst Best Picture nomination I've ever seen since I've been doing the Oscars, since I've been looking at the Oscars and everything, and sure, there may be some Best Picture winners nominations I've not seen yet, but at least with the ones I've seen, this one's not good at all. Like, honestly, it's not really a unique concept. Like, if you don't know what Emilia Perez is, guys, it's basically, I think, a musical, I believe, on Netflix, and yeah, it's a musical about a mental leader who basically ends up wanting to help him disappear until he can make it, so she may transition into a woman. Yes, and it stars Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, and Edgar Ramirez. And again, it's a musical. Also, it's one of the films I can kind of get what they're trying to go for, the themes and the story. It's one, not executed very well, and two, probably has some of the most musical numbers and the most cringiest lyrics I've seen in the musical in quite some time. Of course, there's one song that pretty much you guys all know about at this point, but so I wouldn't explain it, but yeah. Why did this one get positive buzz again? Like, I'm confused here. There's one of the few times where I'm really confused about why people enjoy this. And usually I'm not. Usually I can at least understand, but I'm not. This is one of the only few times where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to one time. Emilia Perez is not a good movie, by a landslide, the worst. But despite that, it's definitely doing bad more on this list, honestly, and look at the one that I actually do enjoy, with number 9 going to A Complete Unknown, which is the Bob Dylan biopic. And we have a huge gap between this movie and this one, because you guys saw my ranking of all the movies I saw last year. This movie was probably the top of my B plus tier, also, excuse me. And yeah, it's a pretty good movie, actually. Like, it's one I'm not surprised I got nominated, honestly. And honestly, I'm okay with it, honestly. Like, it's definitely one of the better biopics come out. Again, I'll say, like a lot of these movies, I can see this movie kind of growing on me a little bit. Again, it's a pretty solid movie, where it does deliver what you expect biopic to do, honestly. Again, dive into what Bob Dylan, who is the person, at least, and how he's mysterious he is, which is definitely the kind of a pro and kind of con at the same time in the movie. So I don't think it's, because of that, I wouldn't say it's the most effective biopic. But it does on a cinematography level, a directing level, a music level, and a performance level, with Timothée Chalamet definitely deserving that Best Actor nomination. So yeah, not much I can really say. I'm kind of unknown, but it's definitely a biopic that it's definitely one of the better ones to come out, honestly, at least for me. And one I can at least see growing on me on rewatch, but and now coming in at number 8, we got Conclave. Again, by definition of Oscar movie, like honestly, probably pure definition of Oscar movie that I do admire and appreciate what it's trying to go for. I do. I think it was also a minus tier, I believe, on my total. Like it does have some great directing, cinematography, and performances, but I don't think it's a film that's really for me and one I can really see myself on watching again. Don't really have much to say about it honestly, but other than that, but it's what I would still recommend. And now we get to number 7. We get to one of 2 movies on this list that I ended up watching for the first time before this list. And too far, I got heard of the movie, but I didn't think I was going to watch it. I mean, too far, I didn't think it was going to be like a Best Picture nomination, but lo and behold, at number 7, we got Nickel Boys, which tells the story of 2 African American boys who get sent to abuse film school in 1960 Florida. And it's inspired by an actual incident that happened, actually, which, yeesh. And again, it's another movie that I would say it's the definition of one done movie because it's not an easy movie to watch, as I want to say. Like, it's done, like, has some of the most unique cinematography directing of the year, has great performances by its 2 leads, and it really told a pretty harrowing story. Like, whoa. But I would say, because of that, I don't think I can ever see myself watching this film again, honestly, because of that, which is honestly very similar to most Oscar films that get nominated, but it's one I definitely do admire and appreciate, and I would definitely recommend watching. It's just one again. I just simply can't see myself watching it, and that's perfectly fine. And we get to a film that actually was a film that I think you missed my top 20 actually, and that is The Brutalist, which stars Adrian Brody as a Hungarian-born Jewish Holocaust survivor who immigrates to the United States, where he struggles to achieve the American dream until Woodline changes his life and stars Felicity Jones, Guy Pearce, Joe Allen, and a pretty sad cast honestly. And I'll say, and this film definitely is one of the most unique films on this list, and one I was like, oh wow, it's definitely one of the most unique film on this list from its cast, and Andrew Brody given one best performance of the year. And if you told movie that one else, especially me telling the story, it definitely goes a lot deeper than what I expected. It's one I can see myself appreciating more on rewatch, but as right now, I say number 6 is perfect the way it is. And now at number 5, we get to the last film I did not watch actually. And also the whole just number one movie that I never heard of me before honestly. And it's the Brazilian movie I'm Still Here, which is a political biographical drama movie. Which, man, I'm not talking about what happened in this movie because it is a pretty devastating movie. But it's one that, unlike most Oscar movies, I can actually see myself coming back to actually, mostly because of how invested I was, and also Fernando Torres delivering one hell of a performance. Definitely like in the baby and best female performance of the year actually, which I was not expecting, but yeah, here we are. But I don't know much I can really say about it, honestly, but I'm Still Here is definitely a really incredible movie that honestly, I will probably put number 13 or 12 on my films of the last year, but it's definitely one that's definitely worth watching. And now we get to the top 4, and honestly, I'm just kind of going to blow through these top 4 because, spoiler, my top 4 are basically films that made my best films 2024 list, so you can check that video out again. I also did my ranking video, so I've already talked about this movie already a few times, so I'm not talking about too much of these movies, though. These movies I honestly kind of expected to be Best Picture nominations, or might be nominated for the ultimate Oscar, so I'm not surprised, honestly, with number 4 being Nora, which I'm actually not complaining about being nominated. It's definitely one of the most unique movies on this list. A film that may not have the best story in the beginning, but really gets better as it goes along. And Meg Madison definitely deserves an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. I don't know if she's going to win, but she definitely deserves it. Then at number 3, which is The Substance, which I was not expecting actually, but I'm actually not complaining either. Like, it's definitely the horror movie that's going to be for years to come. Even though Terrifier 2 was my favorite, Substance is definitely a close second, and one I can never see growing on, being more addicted about again. I don't know if I can myself actually watch The Substance again, but it's definitely a very unique movie with has the most effective body horror moments ever in a horror movie. And Demi Moore, I feel like, is going to run away with Best Actress nomination, which I'm all for, honestly. And number 2 being Wicked, which a film that I'm surprised I enjoyed much as I did, but it's definitely an incredible musical with incredible performances, great direction, great musical numbers, and just a story that's really compelling, and I cannot wait to see what they do in part 2. And my number one, with no surprise to everybody, is Dune Part 2. My opinion, better than the first one, one of Netflix's best movies. And it's still a goddamn shame that this guy still does not have Best Director nomination. Like, how? No, the Oscars are not worth it. They're not worth it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my discussion of all the Best Picture nominations. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all 10 Best Picture nominations? What are your thoughts? Which films do you think are going to win Best Picture nominations? I would generally let me know down below in the comment section. Definitely let me know down below. And let me know in comment you guys want to see me down below. I hope you always appreciate those that leave kind comments. Always appreciate all the love and support I received recently. So thank you guys so much. I am One World from One Productions. I will see you next time as always. Stay cool up out there. Peace.